What's up, boys? Today I'm going to mess around with something pretty weird and yet another zombie survivors. So I'm actually going to start with Pyro first to get the elemental damage bonus, but I'm going to be trying to do a full chemical damage build. Since chemical falls under elemental, let's go boss rush here. So I'm going to be trying to do a full chemical build. There's only one source of that in the game, which is the medic's tier 2 and tier 3 weapons. A while ago they added an effect to chemical weapons that makes them apply a damage over time effect, dealing percentage HP damage for every second they're on an enemy. So I'm going to be trying to play around with that, and I'm actually just going to be going very tanky so that I can try and spread that around a bit. So I'm just starting with the Pyro to get the elemental bonus there, and then I'm going to pick up the medic later on and then build completely into her, and probably the Huntress for some freezing. And I'm going to be focusing on chemical and elemental and survivability stuff on the items. And I do want to get some of my other stats maxed out, like ability cooldown and stuff like that, so I'm not going to ban that stuff super early on, but I'm mainly just going to take it if I get good rolls and stuff on it. But the main concept is that I'm going to be going all in on survivability and just trying to get the percent HP damage on the chemical weapons to do most of my damage. So I'll be a weapon-based build, but I won't really be scaling weapons all that much. So I want the Huntress and the Medic, so just grab that. Just work on some AoE stuff for this guy for now. Probably take the Firewalk there, that's pretty good AoE damage, especially on an elemental build. And then if this idea works out at all, then my damage won't really be relevant because enemies will have a certain amount of time, however long they can live based on the damage it deals. I think it's 1% per second, so if it's up the entire time, then enemies will be guaranteed to die in like 100 seconds if you always have it on them, basically. But the trash enemies will still die, so that's mainly just a boss thing. Load torch there, and then I can get his tier 3 weapon soon. I could go flamethrower. I think the fire axe has really good AoE, so I probably want that instead. Pyro should have some decent damage since he works with all the elemental stuff. Let's see, weapon cooldown would be okay. And that has one level, so it will get it out of the pool. The main thing is I would like to get the thing that gives you dodge and luck for every chest you open pretty early on, so I can get my scaling going with that. Let's get that as soon as possible so I can try to get the medic now. There we go, Infernax. I believe that has really good AoE on it. So Huntress is fine. I'll take her to freeze enemies. Try and grab all my perk things, so I probably will want to get some ability duration and stuff later on. I don't think ability damage will be very relevant, so I could probably ban that already. Probably just grab the health here since I'm trying to go full tank. Health is one of the most important stats since you can keep scaling that while armor and dodge will cap out eventually. Probably just try and finish that one off. So I might want to ban that because fire is going to be so much higher than ice, even though I do deal some ice damage. That's just bad because I have no use for money, so it just reduces XP, so I may want to get rid of that. And I do want a lot of chemical, so I could go ahead and grab that. Even though it doesn't help me yet. Let's go ahead and try to max out the Infernax. Get the AoE clear going on. Another into the Infernax. Max that out, and now our AoE should be decent. Probably put some into the bow for now. Try and get that evolved up. Arrow penetration's pretty useful once you have the freezing arrows. So there we go, medic. Also gives you huge healing bonus. And since they removed that as a level up option, there aren't very many sources of healing bonus now either. Try and get them to swing at me so I get a little bit of time there. I don't think I'm ever going to want that because health is extremely important to me here, so I'll ban that. And then let's reroll maybe. I guess I can't banish anything else, so that's not super useful. I could grab that to get it out of the pool since it's one level, but fire is honestly going to help me out quite a bit right now. And I'll want to get that eventually anyways. Let's grab a level into Stim Pack to have the buff available for it. And then I'll want some ability duration and cooldown so I can keep stuff like that active the entire time. And that's mainly what I want those for. But I'm probably only going to take them when they're at high rarity and the other stuff isn't. So I'm probably not really going to use ability crit chance much. But I might want to get it to 100% anyways. Out of these, I'll probably just take some dodge. Or some crit damage, I guess. Might want to keep the damage high early on so I can at least farm some of these bosses for now. And then once I get the chemical damage, I should eventually be able to kill them anyways. Handgun is good since I need to get that up to tier 2. Oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention is that the medic tier 2 weapon seems to have a spreading effect when enemies die with it on them. It'll spread to nearby enemies. Let's grab a level and the revive just in case. But the tier 3 weapon doesn't seem to have that. So let's grab that. So I'm actually going to keep it at tier 2 to keep the spread effect on it, because I just want to keep the damage over time effect on enemies as much as possible. So I'm going to do that by keeping it at tier 2 and banning the tier 3 upgrades for it so I never receive them. Grab the bow there so that can evolve. Take the multi-shot. I guess the Eagle Eye to scale our weapon crit and damage. Probably just go the handgun so I can go ahead and look for the chemical effects. Don't really care about these. I guess summon to that for a bit of AoE damage. I do have some fire stuff, so it might not be bad. Probably try and finish that one off. I'm gonna try and get Medic and her chemical damage to be my #1 damage dealer, but that's going to be pretty hard to do without completely sabotaging the build. So instead I'm going to try and build in a different way that I think might be possible, but I'm not sure whether or not it will work yet. Take the arrow penetration to max that out and get it out of the pool. I could grab that. It's 1 level, so it'll get it out of the pool, and then that'll help me find the stuff I'm looking for. Probably take the HP whenever it's available and they're all equal. Take the syringe gun, and that's the main thing I'm looking for here. So once I max that out, I actually need to ban the 2 tier 3 weapons that she can get, so I get more options in my level ups there. And you'll see when enemies die with that effect on them, it'll transfer the purple stuff to nearby enemies, and then they'll start taking chemical damage over time as well. Can max that one out. I guess take the stim pack for more uptime on the attack speed. And then as enemies get tankier and tankier, the effect should just spread around and be on them 100% of the time, basically, I would think. That's my hope anyways. Take the stim pack. I guess take that one since it's 1 level, so I can get that out of the pool. Multi-shot is getting pretty high. And then the freezing arrows will give a lot of crowd control and survivability to the build as well. Multi-shot there. Oh, I actually had syringe gun. Oops. Syringe, I mean. Freezing arrows, get the evolve there and some extra crowd control. Syringe gun. Probably one of those for a bit of AoE damage. Bit more AoE. The abilities will actually end up doing a decent bit of damage since the Ring of Power will be ramping up my ability damage a bit. So it would be helpful to have 100% crit chance on them anyways to go with that. Take the level here. That would get that out of the pool, and I do need that eventually, but this is extremely strong, so I'm gonna make sure I have that available to me more often. Huge amount of stats when you're trying to go full tank. So we've got some higher rarity stuff. I think cooldown reduction is probably a bit more helpful here. Syringe gun. Now you can start seeing glowing purple everywhere in the AoE Horde. Stim pack is getting pretty high now. That's fine, and it's 1 level. Can get that out of the pool. Syringe gun level 4, and then I can ban the upgrades to that so I can keep spreading the damage over time. They actually have the public beta up for the new version if you would like to try that out. I'm just playing on the old version so that I know it's stable. So I want to ban all of the tier 3s for there so I can keep the spreading effects available. I tried to do a chemical build with the tier 3 chemical flask one time and it didn't seem that impressive. I had all the chemical and elemental damage, and it was okay, but not amazing. So ban that one, and then I'm locked into the tier 2 one now. So theoretically, if I'm not scaling my weapon damage, chemical should eventually become my best, as enemy HP ramps up enough for it to do a lot of damage, but that could take longer than I'm going to be playing this for it to even happen though. Max out the freezing arrows. That'll help a ton with the survivability. I guess probably get some more levels here. Could really use the ramping luck and dodge for every chest open though. I might just grab a level in that to have the functionality already. Helps a lot with your healing. Get the Eagle Eye, that's getting close to max. Pretty helpful to get those stats maxed out for any weapon build. I guess grab that one for the chemical damage there. And I don't have any electric damage, so no downside to that for me. I guess probably push that one to increase my healing. Finish off Eagle Eye. And you can see how strong the freezing arrows is there. Just keep them in all of my damage over time effects. Out of these, I think magnet range is pretty bad, so I should probably just banish that. Grab some weapon attack speed. There's supposed to be a new map in the new update. I didn't see what else there was, though. I just quickly glanced over it. I think they're changing boss rush mode to be a bit more unique. They were calling it Annihilation or something. Since right now it's basically just endless, but there's slightly more bosses. They're supposed to be doing something with elite enemies as well, some new type of them or something. I can grab that, and that's 1 point to get it out of the pool. Oops. Saw that a bit too late. I'm kind of just focusing on getting as many items out of the pool as possible, so I can try to re-roll into the stuff I'm looking for. Guess grab that one for some AoE damage. Health regen is probably going to be pretty bad as well, though. Since I should just be healing up with huge leech and percentage-based damage. These are pretty bad, but I might want to grab them eventually, so I guess just do a regular reroll. I don't mind grabbing that. I'll definitely want that one maxed pretty soon. Since that's where all of your healing comes from late game. I guess some more into makeshift bomb here. A little bit more AoE damage as my ability damage scales up with the Ring of Power. And then soon I can start looking for some stat boosts from the level ups. I guess I'll probably grab that at rare. The abilities do end up doing a decent amount of damage even on a weapon build. I will probably want to get that early to get the XP bonus, and minus 5% isn't that bad since Ring of Power is canceling that out. So the earlier I can grab that, the better. Try and get some chemical spreads going on in there to whittle them down. I'll grab that one to get it out of the pool. One level item there. One thing I noticed for very long runs is once you're out of items, the chest stops spawning. So if you're looking to farm as much dodge and luck as possible from that one item, you actually want to have a lot of items available to get with that. You basically just want to ban the things that have an actual downside to your build, I think. These are pretty bad, but they're not actively detrimental. That has one level, but this is honestly pretty good stat-wise, so I think I'll just grab that. So we've got some rares here. I think I like luck to get higher rarity stuff throughout the run. Oh, that actually caps out at 100 now. Huh, I don't remember that. Maybe I've just never pushed it that far before. Well, I guess I'll want to cap that out anyways to get the highest rarity level ups possible. Nothing good here. Probably just some weapon crit. I could probably use some armor. I don't think XP is actually that good since it just gives you these things which are pretty low. So I might want to ban that. I guess if you get a legendary from the yellow power-ups, that might be decent. Probably health whenever it's available. Really pump that. I should probably just ban health regen. So I can finish off the XP there, sure. Probably health. I'm gonna try and get to a point where I can just tank everything and just sit AFK in a corner and let the chemical dot slowly kill them. I don't know if that's possible, but it sounds funny. Take the weapon crits. Rare armor. That goes up to 75. Take the weapon crit damage, I suppose. I don't think that's capped since it's just a damage stat. Weapon damage, sure. Actually, crit damage is a little bit better right now. If I get my crit up. I guess finish that one off, one level left for that. And now my chemical damage should be pretty high, 205.5%. You can actually see how much total for each one. It's at almost 10% of fire, but it should scale up over time. And I also started with Pyro as well, and got his tier 3 weapon first. And my weapon damage is going to be much lower than a normal build since I'm going full tank. I guess probably the crit here. Take some more health. Man, so many items and I still haven't seen the ramping luck and dodge yet. Take the armor. Get some big chemical spreads going on in the boss clump. Take more health. Take some weapon cooldown. That's with a power up, so it's not actually capped yet. I'm not sure what my base amount is, but I'll want that capped without the power up active, just in case I don't have it at certain times. Take the elemental damage. Very strong damage stat for this build. Grab some health. Probably the crit chance. Take some more health. So as long as I keep my chemical dot up on the entire cluster, they can't really build up that much, since at most they can be alive for like 100 seconds or whatever it is based on that. I guess it's probably over 2% with all my chemical damage now. That would be actively bad for the build, so I should probably banish that. And then I guess I should take that since you need it early on to get value from it. Grab more health. Oops, saw that one a bit too late. Probably some more armor. There are a decent number of armor artifacts, I think, so I might not want to push that too much without them. Take some weapon crits. I guess that's pretty good, actually. Weapon and ability damage are some of my easiest to sacrifice stats since Ring of Power keeps boosting them. And then 30% elemental is huge. Go with health. Grab some weapon crits. I could grab that to get it out of the pool. That's only one level. Oh yeah, that also makes health regen really bad since you're already getting a ton of it from stacking HP anyways. Weapon attack speed probably. Probably weapon crit chance. Oh yeah, they're also adding the item thing where you can remove some of your items from the pool without having to like actually banish them in game. You can do it before you start the run, I think. Probably the crit chance. Grab some more health. I could get that, or that. That's also level 2 already. I actually need to ban that so I don't lower my chemical damage. So I'll need to get the item that gives you more banishes as well. take the weapon crit damage. Actually, maybe I should banish weapon crit damage as well. I just need so many banishes. I just want to get a ton of HP, lockdown, not very useful. Probably just re-roll this, look for the scaling thing. I guess I'll grab that since it's a one-pointer. They'll make it easier to re-roll later on. Take a bit more armor. I guess I shouldn't ban weapon crit damage. I should just only take it if it's like a really high rarity. Focus on HP and then grab weapon damage or crit damage if they're a high rarity. Then I need to think about what other stats I want to leave open later on as well. That would max that out. Don't think I've seen the banish item a single time yet. Probably the crit chance. Although that's getting kind of high since I'll be getting some from artifacts as well. Attack speed, that caps out at 500, so that's a good set to dump. Probably do need to ban XP at some point as well. These are pretty bad, but it's also not a good level up. I'll just grab some duration there. Help keep my buffs up a bit longer. I probably do want to get this one so that I know where my crit chance will end up once I have the artifacts for it. Grab some more attack speed. I guess the crit damage there, these are pretty low value on this level up. I can grab that to make the crit chance on that a bit easier to see as well. So maxing those will put me close to 100. So I probably need to stop putting points into crit chance on the weapons. Take the health. probably crit damage. I guess the elemental is pretty huge there. I guess on these level ups, I'm just gonna start putting some points into luck. It's only 2, but it pays off over time, so I probably should try and get it early on, since it increases power-up drop as well as the rarities on your level ups. Take the HP. Take the luck. I still need a lot of stuff from here, but I can max that. I need all the banish related stuff. I need the luck and dodge every time you open a chest. I need all the crit stuff so I can see where that ends up. I guess try to max that out, so once I get some banishes, it'll be pretty helpful. I really need to get the dodge and luck thing, so I'm gonna take that out of the pool, even though it's not great most of the time. Take the HP. Take the luck. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna focus on thinning out the pool so I can eventually re-roll into that. Take the HP. Take the luck. I'm actually not sure if luck works on the yellow things that give you a level up, but they seem like a type of power up, so... I can get that out of the pool, and that's one of the best in slot things for the build anyway, so I definitely need that. Take some crit chance or duration. I do want to get those maxed out eventually, and it's kind of taking forever since I'm not getting any high rarity ones. I guess attack speed, that needs a lot of investment to get maxed out. I should probably try and get that maxed out. Wonder how it's doing now. Fire is at a bit under 18 million. Frost is actually pretty high for not much investment, 3 million. So I guess technically it is speeding up a bit since I'm not really increasing weapon damage that much. Since last time it was around 10%, now it's up to around almost 20% of the fire, not of the total yet. Take the health. Take some more attack speed. I still don't have most of the stuff. I might want to grab that since once I max those two armor artifacts, I'll be close to the max over there. Take some more luck. Make them all glow purple. Take some crit damage. Might want to get movement speed up since there is an item that lowers that a bit. There we go, finally got it. 0.1 luck and 0.2% dodge. A little bit late, but it's still going to give a lot of value over the entire run. And I think that's actually the biggest source of dodge. Which I obviously need for a full tank build. I guess I'll push duration a bit. I do want to get that maxed out eventually. Grab more health. What is that putting my life regen at? 54? I could max that out, and then that'll get that out of the pool. My chemical should be getting pretty high now, 345%. Armor, I think, is going to be pretty good, so just take the attack speed. Grab some health. I definitely want that, so I'm going to lock that in. And then I can banish some more negative artifacts. I will give that to an even number since having it on 2.5% is kind of weird. Go for the armor. Try and get that finished off pretty quickly. I could probably banish that, but I want to be sure, so I'm just gonna grab that. Take a bit of duration. Take some more banishes. I'll need a bunch of those still. I think I'm going to go ahead and banish XP. Pretty low value stat. I will definitely need a lot more attack speed. I think I'm gonna banish that. My armor is easily gonna be capped out now, and then you can't really increase healing bonus. Then grab that to finish that one off, get it out of the pool. Push armor close to max. Take a legendary on that, since I eventually want that maxed out anyways. That's the main reason I'm leaving some of those open, so I can get the high rarity upgrades for them. Take the HP. That is a lot of arrows. I probably want to get that maxed out soon, since that's where basically all of your healing comes from. That and the medic buff increasing life steal stats as well. Grab some movement speed. There's an item that increases a lot of dodge, I think 10%, but also lowers your movement speed so you don't want to be too low when taking that. I don't know if I have enough. I'll wait a bit to banish that. Probably just grab the crit chance there and start scaling that up a bit. I will probably want to get that locked in. That will help a lot with maxing out the dodge chance. It's still quite low in that area. Grab a bit more luck. Grab some ability cooldown. I would have loved to have that earlier, but I should probably still get it so I can start getting the XP from it. Grab some more luck. I can max that out. I will want that eventually to help me max out area and damage for abilities. Bit more HP. Can't remember if I have that glove thing. Okay, that is maxed out. So I'll need another source of armor then, since that's maxed as well. Let's go there and try to finish that one off. I think I'm just going to grab 2 armor bonuses from these weak little level ups and then that'll finish it. Weapon cooldown legendary. That's when it's buffed up, so I might want to grab that since it's legendary. I have no idea what it is unbuffed. But I can probably banish weapon cooldown soon. take some attack speed. I need to make sure I banish that because chemical is extremely important. I will want that at some point to help me max out those, so I should probably banish weapon cooldown now. Should see if I can check it when I'm unbuffed. So that's just with a couple hits on enemies, so yeah, with the item, it should basically always be 75% once I get that maxed out. Go with the health. Try and always keep my chemical dots spreading around on the bosses so that they always melt down. Probably try and finish that one off eventually. That's the thing I was mentioning where you get a lot of dodge but you lose movement speed. So that will max out my armor. And then I need to banish that so I get more useful stats showing up. That will put me pretty close to the crit cap. And then I think I can get 4% more from finishing off that other artifact. It's almost just a solid red line at this point. Take some health. Don't need to ban any of those stats yet. I will want that at some point as well. I can finish that off. I can still use all of these stats. I'll grab a bit of ability duration. Got some rares, I can banish armor. Weapon damage isn't that great. Because you get so much of it from the Ring of Power ramping up over time. I'll probably want to get that to see where my crit chance will end up. cooldown, I can ban that. Probably get a bit more duration. I would like to see them make it so that if you have a stat completely maxed out unbuffed, that the stat just doesn't show up anymore and you don't need to banish it. Weapon crit chance, sure. How's the damage types doing? 65 million, 15 million. So it's up to almost 25% of the fire one. So it seems like the build might work conceptually if you go for a long enough time. Grab some more attack speed. Ability critical damage. I might want to just ban that. Actually, I might want to leave it open for if I get like legendaries for it. I might take that. Probably just grab the health here. Finish that off. Or actually, that's only 2 points. Grab some more attack speed. So I guess I probably ended up putting too much into weapon cooldown. Oh well. Grab more health. One thing I think would also be cool is if some of your abilities could convert to like the element of your weapon. So like the Huntress, her rain of arrows should convert to either ice if you're going freezing arrows, or maybe fire with explosive arrows would be kind of cool. I guess grab that. I'm almost out of banishes. I might need a few more for some of the stats that I'm maxing out. I guess if I really wanted to make chemical damage my #1 damage at all costs, I shouldn't have been scaling abilities since they do only fire and whatever the base damage is. So that does make it a bit harder for it to catch up to them. With the only chemical source being some of the medic weapons. Probably take that. Get the chemical a bit higher. That looks pretty dangerous. Those are just really weak for this level up area. Do need a lot more attack speed still. I will probably grab that to get it out of the pool. One level item. Grab a bit more luck. Weapon crit chance, but it's 97. I guess. I will max it out at least. Then I can banish that and make my level up a bit better. Take a bit more luck. I can finish that one off to get it out of the pool. I hate that, like, rocky dirt type effect when you get hit and that one item procs. Just covers so much of the screen for no real reason. More HP. I'll get that out of the pool since it's a one-pointer. The game has definitely needed the item change for a while though, so I'm glad they're finally adding it. More health. Weapon damage, attack speed is okay. I do need the attack speed. Bit more luck. I need to get that out of the pool. That's actually a pretty good damage boost, and it's only 1 point as well. I'm not sure if weapon damage has any effect on the chemical dot. I would assume it doesn't, because eventually you would just like one-shot everything with it. Weapon crit at rare, that's fine. Oops. Well, that's why I'm full tank. I could push that a bit. I could get that out of the pool, but that will give me some value over time. Elemental damage is great. I can max that out and get it out of the pool. Health or luck. I'll just try and get as much health as possible. More health. Grab that for the extra XP over time. More HP. More health. How's my dodge and luck doing? Not that great. Probably there for even more XP. Bit of luck. Finish that one off and get it out of the pool. Check on how the elements are doing. 136, 69, 33. So still about 25%. Of the fire. But I'm also missing some fire items, which will skew that a bit more in fire's favor. Have most of the chemical items maxed, I think. I probably grab that. Legendary, that's pretty good. Bit more movement. Probably want to get that finished up. That affects all of my biggest damage sources. So yeah, finishing that off is going to be a pretty big boost. And then I think I still have the 30% fire thing as well. That's at 251 versus 366. I probably want to get that. 3 levels and that will put me pretty close to the dodge cap. But I might also want some movement speed to go with it as well. kind of curious how much a charge hits me for while I have my revive up. But I just want like one of them to hit me. How about one of these guys? Dodge. See, can I get one of them? Dodged. Hit me! Dodged. Elemental. There we go, 1769. So a bit over half of my HP on a charge. Legendary, sure. I can max that out. See how much an axe swing does. 1900 as well. Probably keep pushing that and try and get that maxed out. More HP. Legendary, sure. Bit more dodge or elemental, sure. Try and absolutely max out the chemical dot. Bit of luck. Weapon crit damage. And attack speed. Attack speed is finally getting kind of close. Like 2/3 of the way, maybe. I probably will need some movement speed to go with the item that reduces it. Let's reroll that. I can finish that one off. I'm getting to the point where they're staying alive for a really long time, so I would think chemical is slowly shifting up here. I guess some ability cooldown, that's getting kind of close to maxed. And I could ban that. Actually, there's still some items for that, so I probably shouldn't even be putting stuff into that. Oops. I could grab some HP with that one. Bit of luck. That will finish that off, and then that might be the max I can get. Almost 400%, 58 million, 223. It's not looking like I'm going to get chemical up to #1 in a reasonable amount of time, though. Ability or area. Can you lock down these? Actually, never tried it. I keep forgetting to try and lock down good level ups there. I guess I could grab that to max out the cooldown. And then I need to remember to ban that now since I have plenty in the items. So ban cooldown. Grab a bit of duration. guess grab that to make area and duration easier to max. It has 5 levels, so I actually need to ban duration now as well. I could put some in there. Legendary, I guess that's okay. That will help max out the crit chance. I can take that and get it out of the pool though. Ability duration. I might have enough there, I don't remember. Probably just grab the attack speed. That... Oh, the 75% was actually after I killed a boss. Huh, that might be bad. See, that's why I really wish you could see your stats unbuffed as well. I could use that for the crit chance. 10% weapon damage isn't that bad. Weapon attack speed. Why is ability area just randomly 1% on that screen? Seems weird it's that much lower. Could try and max that out. 2 more of those will put me close to the dodge cap. And then the chests might finish that off. rare. I don't think that's going to be necessary. I guess that will help a little bit in the long term. It would have been good if I could have gotten it earlier though. Like before I used all the starting banishes you get. I could take that out of the pool. That will get me close to the cap there. And then more item chests will probably finish it off. I should probably just banish that. It's actually kind of nice. I could use a bit more movement speed after reducing it with the items. I might want to max that first so that my lockdowns are a bit better. Man, it takes a long time to max out weapon attack speed. ability stuff. Probably that one. You know, actually, I think I would have rather gotten enough magnet range that pickups would just automatically be picked up, like, as they drop. So you don't have to go around hunting down those level up things. HP. Wasn't there a rare movement speed that I locked and didn't show back up? I don't remember taking that. How are we doing over here now? 352, 156, almost exactly half. 90. It's still pretty close to 25%. Weapon attack and max health. Let's lock that down so I can potentially get that again. I don't really care that much about any of these. Could grab that, since it is my highest damage type. But this video is getting pretty long and my wrist is starting to hurt, so I don't think I'm going to push it that much longer. Maybe at 1:30 I'll see if I can AFK for a while in the middle of them and see what happens. And if I die, I die. So, luck isn't really going to help much if I'm ending it soon. Banish that. Yeah, my legendary attack speed is gone. What? I didn't take that, right? I don't remember taking it. I've tried to do several chemical-focused builds before, and I think this was the most successful, but it would take so long to push it up to my #1 damage at this rate. So dodge finally did get maxed out. Luck is still a long ways away though, but I don't really care at this point. healing bonus might help out a little bit at the end. Try and get all the survivability things I can right before my last stand. Those guys just randomly get insanely fast all of a sudden sometimes. Bit more healing bonus. so that maybe the lifesteal can keep me up. That is still so far away. 354 out of 500%. I'm gonna end soon, so that doesn't really do that much. My wrist needs a long break after this one. Bit more healing. Is there anything that would even help me at this point? I guess that. Alright, 130, I definitely need a break. I'll see if I'm strong enough to, like, AFK them in a big clump on me, but I doubt it. I'm gonna let those guys group up a bit and then let some weaker guys start hitting me, and then see. I thought I would have died pretty fast. I think that was my revive, so I should be dead soon. Okay, that was my revive now. Okay, that was the jewel thing. I'm at half HP, so there we go. So the build kind of worked, but that was far off from being my #1 damage. See, the Infernax was 262 million. Freezing Arrows was surprisingly high considering I was focusing fire and dropping ice. It's not too bad, but doesn't seem like you can get it insanely high. Probably need some other source of chemical, like a spell that deals some at least. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave me a like or a subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.